Hi everyone and welcome back to our For Rent mini-series. As we've seen in the last episode, Ariya basically just got kicked out by her now ex-girlfriend and now we have to deal with the aftermath. But luckily she has her new family here, so she's not going through all of that alone. But she invited these two over to let them know what happened and that they can kind of like help her out, not only with packing but also where she's going to be staying. So they offered that she can stay with them for at least a little while so she doesn't have to move from Tomarang. After all, she did just arrive here and now she would just have to leave immediately. That would be so silly. But now we have to pack and leave because Ariya wants to get this done before Vanessa is back from work, which is going to be kind of soon, so she doesn't have to face her again. But I guess that will just pack a couple of things that you own that I can just drag into your inventory. So let's just grab this little guy. Unfortunately, can't grab her thing from work. I don't think that she even wants this thing from Vanessa, the date that they went on. I need to grab her suitcase and her little photo here, the laptop of course, and the food bowl for Yogi. And I feel like that's kind of it. I'm missing something. Oh right, her Winterfest gift, this stupid bowl. But now that we are fully packed with things that we can take, I'm just gonna jump into build mode and do some renovating around the apartment. So we just kind of sell everything that is Ariya's that she bought with her own money, which would be this bed and all the makeup and stuff, because I don't really have any like good way of carrying that over to a different household. And I'm not going to be leaving Vanessa with good free furniture. She doesn't deserve that. So I'm just going to be selling everything that Ariya herself owned. So at least she's going to be gaining some money from that. And well, you are moving and you don't really want to be that rude, although Vanessa didn't deserve anything better, but we'll return the apartment to be in its original state. So I'm just going to be bringing that bed back there and also putting this chair back here. So everything is kind of looking exactly the same like when Ariya moved in. Well, the kitchen is renovated, but that's Vanessa. She did that with her own money. Oh, and I also have this board that I can sell from her work and this lifeguard thing. So she earned quite a bit of money and now she's fully ready to go. The apartment is back in its original state. So just check in with your, well, new sister to see what she thinks of everything. Oh, she's already talking about moving. I guess that they really are ready and she doesn't have to worry about money or anything. Oh, Malik, why are you being mean to the dog? You will be living with that dog. Don't you be mean to him. But I guess that we are ready to go. This is our final time ever in this apartment. And Vanessa has already found herself a new tenant, so I'm just gonna be moving him in. Ariya's gonna be giving him the keys and everything, but she's moving on and moving to a new separate household that has nothing to do with this unit or with Vanessa. So good luck, dude. You'll need it because your landlord seems to be a little crazy. And like I said, she's gonna be moving into the unit of the family that she just recently realized that she had, but they agreed to take her in, which is really kind of them, honestly. And we are officially back here in the house that Ariya probably never thought that she would live here, but here we are, and she kind of needs to, you know, settle in and unpack and everything, and also meet some other household members that she didn't really get a chance to meet last time because it was just super late. So although she's probably feeling a little bit nervous, I think that we should get all of that going. It is getting kind of late already for all of that, so let's finally go inside. I mean, we've seen the place already, so it's not really such a big surprise, but we also have Ariya's nephew here, who I think that she met last time. Yeah, she did. She has this little relationship with him, but also her grandmother, who she never met. They have a bit of a relationship, I guess, because I moved her in here, but they never really like talk to each other at all. But before we get into all the family relationship things, maybe we should just unpack. So I'm gonna put her laptop here, although we don't really have that much dining space and there's like a lot of Sims here, so I'll have to add something, especially because now her laptop is taking up some space. And we also need a place for Yogi to eat, so let's put them here. Maybe just this bowl can be like outside so anyone can play, whatever. But the thing that's kind of worrying me the most is that they don't really have that much like room in the apartment. So Ariya will have to share the room with her grandmother, which is, you know, weird because they never talk to each other, but let's just add her a bed. So there, she can get the exact same bed here, so she's gonna have a new roommate, yay! So I just need to add a couple of more things. I'm just gonna put her picture here so I don't forget which bed is which, and her little suitcase here, and I guess just this little plushie here that she got for Winterfest as well, so she claims a little bit of the dresser space. Hopefully grandma won't mind. But it's officially time to go in and introduce yourself to, I guess, just your grandmother. Let's do, you know what, actually I want to kind of get get rid of the relationship just because I got it by just moving her in here, but I kind of want to see like the first impressions and everything. So let's do a Tom Miranda introduction on your grandmother. That's something that you should be doing anyway. Oh, Malik, did you have to be in the way? I didn't see any of that, but it looks like it went well. Oh, you think that she's stuck up? That kind of makes sense because I think that she's like very proper and polite and very traditional and everything. So if anything, I'm kind of surprised that she likes Ariya. I thought that she would maybe be a little bit sussed out by her, but I guess that she's okay. It's a little bit annoying that she's not like classed as her grandmother because of some hacks that I had to do with the family tree. I mean, now that I'm mentioning it, I might as well actually show you because I wanted her adoptive parents to be on the family tree as well. So only her father is actually classed as her father, which is a bit annoying, but that doesn't even make sense because her grandmother should be her grandmother then. But yeah, her grandmother is her father's mother, in case you were wondering. And I was worried about how these two would be getting on, but it looks like it's okay. Oh, are you interviewing her about maybe your father, your parents and everything? Okay, maybe it's a little bit like intense to just go into discussions about all of that, but I mean, she must be super excited. She's quite energized and everyone's here, everyone's chatting. It's like she wasn't away for like 20 something years. It just feels really normal, which is just kind of unexpected to be honest. But I feel like everyone's really getting on so well. So I'm really pleased with that, and it looks like she likes her new roommate, which is really good. And she's not even feeling that bad about the breakup with Vanessa. I'm not really even seeing anything here. She's a little bit mad about, oh, first impressions? Oh yeah, because you think that she's stuck up. Alright, that's fair. But she's just feeling kind of alright with Vanessa. They're not even like hating each other. They are broken up though. Ariya is bitter about the breakup, which makes a lot of sense. I mean, what Vanessa did was really weird. And Vanessa is weirdly enough saddened by Ariya, which makes no sense. And we do have to see what happened there. But Ariya is just way too busy chatting with her new family and bonding with them and getting used to living with them. So she's not really going to be jumping on all of that right now, especially because things are getting a little bit awkward. So maybe you should be focusing on making the best first impressions, which maybe you could do by doing a little bit of cooking. Oh, you can already just release some steam from here. So it looks like someone did cook already, but maybe you can at least serve it up. So you prove yourself also to be useful. So you're not like a burden who's staying here for free. You can also like do stuff for them, which would be, you know, quite nice. I feel like everyone would appreciate that you at least serve up some dinner. So call everyone to the meal. Oh, that reminded me that I didn't put a chair here. There, now everyone can hopefully, well, not really sit together, but at least we have a little bit more room. But everyone's having some food together. Ariya is already cleaning up. You don't have to be like a full-on housewife type, but at least it's nice that she feels like she can do something and help with stuff. So I guess I'm just gonna have you like clean up some more. Oh no, your sister's already on it. That feels so weird to say though. Oh my god. Vanessa is wondering if I want to go over to her house and hang out. Absolutely not. What? Is she regretting the breakup and kicking Ariya out? I mean, you did way too much. There's no going back. Absolutely not after all of that. Although Ariya is not really as mad as she should be, because I guess that she realized that she didn't even need this relationship and the apartment that she lived in wasn't even that good anyway. So if anything, she has a much better setup here, but still, she has to be at least somewhat mad at Vanessa. She doesn't want to see her, especially not literally on the same day. It's like the evening of the same day where she broke up with her and kicked her out. Absolutely not. But anyway, I'm having her write her gossip blog right now. Although things are kind of, you know, good and everyone is getting along and everything is kind of nice, it's not like such a huge deal as you would expect. So she feels like it's okay to write, especially now because she's feeling so motivated, energized, and honestly quite inspired. So I'm just gonna let her work in peace for a little bit. If anything, I think that she should also, after this, at least do a little bit of writing in her book. Oh, I thought that she had something to resume. I swear she was in the middle of writing a book. I guess it got reset because she moved. That's annoying, but I guess that we'll just start a new one. And for once, I actually have a pretty perfect title for this one. Moving Out and Moving On. It really feels like closing a chapter with Vanessa and all of that stuff, and she's already just not even grieving that relationship, so I feel like this is just really appropriate and the best way for her to process everything and also kind of profit from it. No, Vanessa would like to come over here and hang out. Did you not get the hint? Ariya does not want to see you. If she doesn't want to go over to your house, what makes you think that it's okay to come over here? Absolutely not, and don't you dare come here uninvited. Oh my gosh, look at grandma being nosy what Ariya is writing about, what she's doing on the laptop. That's so funny. Well, at least you're coming over to talk to her now and she's feeling quite excited and everything, so I feel like it's in good spirit. But how is that book going? Are you doing okay? I'm not gonna have her write for too long because she shouldn't really prioritize work right now. If anything, it's quite silly that she's working at all because she has like a lot to adjust to, literally a whole new life. But she seems quite excited about it, quite giddy. She's quite playful. So I think that this is just all really good for her. And things are surprisingly just going much smoother than I ever expected. And I hope that her adoptive parents won't get like freaked out by all of this or anything. That's why I don't want to tell them over the phone, because it is really big news. And I hope that they won't feel like they're being like replaced or anything, because that's like the last thing Ariya would ever do. She never expected to find any sort of actual family here anyway. She just wanted to find out more about where she came from. So it's not really like she has a new family. It's more like she has a bigger family now, which I think is a much better way to look at it. But I think that it's time for Ariya to go to sleep. It was a really exciting, eventful day, and Grandma is asleep already, so you better not like accidentally wake her up or anything. You have to be super respectful here. But it is the morning and we have a lot of Sims to take care of. This is just such a huge difference going from Ariya to like 5 Sims. But since she is waking up kind of hungry and she wants to feel useful and super nice, she should maybe serve a little bit of breakfast for everyone. I'm sure that everyone's gonna appreciate that, and she doesn't have to do all of this, but she just wants to not really prove herself, but she just wants to make sure that they know that she's not gonna be a burden or anything. If anything, she's thinking that staying here is just gonna be super temporary because she doesn't want to inconvenience them in any way. So she would kind of like to get her own unit somewhere because she wants to stick around. Oh, it's New Year's, but she wants to stick around and be around her new family and meet everyone, but she doesn't want to be here and like be in the way. But the thing is, I'm sure that she actually would have lived here from the start. If Malai knew that Ariya was coming, she definitely would have just told her to just be here. You don't have to rent your own apartment or anything. So I feel like although Ariya doesn't really understand it quite yet, it's not really clicking in her head, everyone in this family is just so generous and loving that they're actually much happier to have her here than have her live somewhere else. It's so nice to actually see everyone have breakfast together. Ariya is kind of keeping her distance, I think, either that or doing something in the kitchen. Oh, I think that she actually just boiled some water for everyone to make coffee as well. Oh, that's so cute. Well, how about you then make yourself some coffee, just a little latte. Oh, is Malai gonna join you to have like coffee with you? That is so cute. Well, Malai, why don't you ask Ariya how things are going? How is she getting used to living here, and is everything okay? Welcome Ariya to the household. Oh my god, that's a new interaction. I've never seen that before, and it's actually just so nice that they will actually spend New Year's together, because that's kind of what Malai also wanted. She didn't want to spend another holiday without telling her sister what their history is, and now she managed to do that, and they're spending this holiday together. That's actually so heartwarming. They're even doing like a little hug. Oh my gosh, it's great to be part of this family. Dirty dishes, noise and all. Well, Ariya, these are your dirty dishes, so you should clean them up. Look at this, Malik playing with their son and Malai working in the background. It's such a cute and wholesome family, honestly. Ariya could not be any luckier to actually be a part of all of this. She's giving Yogi a bath, but I did notice that she has this relatively distant thing from missing Tomarani community, which although she is, oh my gosh, Malik and Malai, wow, you two had a great time, right? But although she is around her family, she is missing the culture. I feel like maybe she should go and explore this brand new neighborhood that she's in. She's never been to any of these places and it looks absolutely beautiful, so I should send her at least on a little jog. And I mean, I'm sure that she's gonna love it here because look how beautiful all of this is. You can't really find anything not to love about this, so you just go out and explore. Maybe you'll meet some new neighbors and everything, and who knows, maybe you'll also find some inspiration for your new magazine, because she does have to finish writing that as well. But I mean, she does have to learn stuff about this place before writing about it, right? There are so many beautiful things to see around here. That's just absolutely crazy. Oh, but you just returned home, so okay, let's have you get taken care of and do like a little speedy shower. And Malai is kind of thinking, well, it's New Year's, it's a holiday, of course, that we'll kind of celebrate, but we have a toddler, we have an elder in the family who's also not really feeling that well, so I don't think that we'll really party until midnight. So how about instead, well, maybe do some cleaning up before all of that. Oh, and Ariya's mom is calling. Of course you want to chat while she's on the toilet, but okay. But before, do some cleaning up so we have like good impressions with the neighbors and stuff, and then we can maybe throw like a little potluck. So Ariya also gets to know all of the people around here because she doesn't really know anyone. So let's plan that event. Oh no, everyone's getting sick in the household. Really unfortunate timing. But we can do a neighborhood potluck, and I guess that we're all kind of hosting it. Potluck contributor, what does that mean? Designated apparently the potluck contributors will be the ones bringing food to the party. Oh, okay, that makes sense. We have 3 of those required. Wow, that's actually a lot. We won't really have that many guests then. But we can do some of the locals that we know, and the guests will just be the rest of the people that just kind of like live around and stuff. I guess that we also will invite Zafira, because it is Malai throwing this party. She doesn't have anything against Zafira. She just doesn't get on with Vanessa, so don't really know how Aria's gonna feel about that, but Zafira's gonna be at this party, and we'll just have it here. Well, Malik, I know that we'll have people bringing their food, but how about you also go and, I don't know, grill something? Not best calling Ariya. No, I don't want to have anything to do with your schemes. But Malai, why don't you share the New Year's spirit with everyone? Thank everyone for coming, and, you know, tell them about your sister and that they should all go and meet her, that she's, you know, right here. So say hi to everyone, thank them for coming. But Ariya, you should start doing some introductions. So do an introduction here to your, I think, new neighbor potentially, and all the locals and everything. So I hope that you'll do some great first impressions. She looks absolutely stunning. So let's do an introduction. Oh, I see a familiar name, and if you watched my horse ranch series, I think that he's gonna be familiar to you as well. This is Benjamin Earl Hart. He is from my horse ranch series, but the last time that you saw him, he was literally just born. He was a newborn, and this is, I guess, about like what, 20 years later or something. So he is an adult now, and he found himself to be not even living in Tomarang, but spending some time in Tomarang, and I guess that we'll learn about why and stuff kind of soon when Ariya gets to know him a little bit better. No way that she just got this attractiveness alert for Ben, and she's feeling so flirty. Oh, this stupid person is calling. Oh, you went on a date with someone. I don't care. We met you like once and you had a crush on Ariya or whatever, and now you're just being like weird and stalking her and telling you about your love life. I mean, at least she has something to write about in her magazine, so like sure, but we have stuff to focus on right now because she has this like new crush that's like really random. Let's do a little interview just to learn more about him. So I see that you're not a local. Please tell me more about that. She can relate, although she is, you know, genetically a local. She's not really still quite part of the culture, although she's trying. So what's your deal? What are you doing here? And well, he's saying that he is from Chestnut Ridge and he grew up on a ranch, as we know, but he just decided that one of his goals is gonna be in his young adult life that he wants to visit every single sim world and experience the local culture, meet the local people. He just wants to kind of experience everything, do a lot of adventures, traveling around. So he's not really sticking around very long when he visits somewhere, and he's staying on like people's like couches and whatever. He's just doing a bit of work here and there, just staying wherever he can get some accommodation, and he just happens to be around in this neighborhood now. But she has such a big crush on him. She doesn't even like want to talk to him that much one-on-one. She had that like little interview-esque thing to just ask what his deal is, but now she's like barely acknowledging him because I feel like she's a little bit nervous. She's just so flirty around him. A breathtaking encounter even. But maybe having these drinks will kind of help you out. You can appreciate the strong bond that you have. How strong of a bond do you have? Like, you just met the guy. Okay, you were actually like halfway to like being really good friends. But maybe you should show off your like grilling skills or whatever. Maybe that's gonna be impressing him. So let's grill some plantains or whatever, just to keep you busy, honestly, just to kind of move you from him. I don't want to jump into romance immediately. She did just get out of a relationship, so I don't really know how I feel about that. Although she's not upset about it, still I don't want to rush things. Oh, and it's interesting that Malai is actually chatting with Zafira. Are you asking how Vanessa's doing? That's interesting. I guess she does kind of care, even though they are not in like best terms. Zafira is looking kind of like really amused. I guess that she wants to be here to gather all the gossip and nastiness, whatever she can get. That's looking quite cozy, isn't it? I was just gonna say, oh, they just gained some romance. I was gonna say that she maybe just went over to like tell him that the food is ready that she made, and that she just went to like embrace him. Let's maybe just tear you away from this conversation. You're giving people a lot to gossip about. Just call everyone to the meal and try to be chill a little bit. You literally just broke up with Vanessa like 24 hours ago, basically. Maybe a tiny bit more. One of the objectives is to gossip with Sim, so how about you actually do get on that and do some like Tomarang truths and do some gossiping. Oh my gosh, did you just pee yourself? I think, oh no. Oh no. Well, at least now we know what we're gonna be gossiping about. What's happening with elders and peeing themselves on this party? On the same spot? Is this like the pee spot? spot. Oh my god. Oh, it's because the toilet broke. Oh no, Zafira, are you coming over to listen? I know what you're like. You're definitely doing some nonsense like that. Another hug. Really? They can't keep their hands off each other. I mean, I guess that it makes sense that she is interested in talking to him. Oh, they're both flirty now. Really? Really? It's like that? I mean, I could. She wants to, so I could. But it is interesting that she's so into talking to him. It makes sense. They're both kind of outsiders, although she is fitting in with her family quite nicely. It's still just not feeling like super, I don't know, organic, because everyone around here is like from around here. Oh my gosh, everyone's here. That's actually so lovely and cozy. But they're the only ones who are not growing up in Tomarang, so everything feels a little bit foreign to them. So it makes sense that these two are just gravitating towards each other. But this is actually so nice. Everyone gathered together to like watch New Year's TV. We might actually even make it to midnight. I thought that everyone would be asleep at this point. The potluck just ended, but maybe everyone can stick around for New Year's. It's just 2 hours. Although I probably should have someone at least put the food away because there's so much of it. I don't want it to go to waste. So please, Malai, get on. Oh my gosh, we just missed it that these two just kissed. Oh my god, they just like hid in the kitchen from everyone to kiss. I didn't even get like a notification that it was like their first kiss or anything. Was it not? I'm so confused. How did that happen? Was that like an actual first kiss or was it like some kind of weird New Year's thing? I like that no one reacted, so at least no one really saw, because we know what people here are like. They will definitely start gossiping. Okay, well, let's watch New Year's TV together so we can just spend the New Year's together. Oh, I need to have you make a resolution. I haven't realized that. Let's have you make a resolution and you can complete an aspiration milestone, get a significant other. I feel like jumping into a new relationship so suddenly would just be so crazy, especially because we know that Ben's not going to be sticking around, so it's not like he can be her boyfriend. I think that writing another book, which would be another magazine, would make the most sense here, so I'm gonna go for that. It's almost New Year's, so let's celebrate all of that together. It's so nice that everyone's here. I actually didn't expect that we'd have this happen, but it's so sweet. I never have big parties for New Year's like this. It usually just doesn't even work, so this is just so refreshing. Everyone's celebrating but Zafira. I feel like she's just keeping her eyes so wide open to see if anyone's doing anything she can be gossiping about later. But no, even she's joining in because it's almost midnight. There we go, that's officially it. It's New Year's. That is so fun that everyone was here. Oh, and you're giving your sister a hug first. I love that. Well, everyone's leaving, but before Ben leaves, I guess that he gets a New Year's kiss. Okay, interesting. Oh no, what are you doing? Oh, you wanna go woohoo in the bush? I guess I'm gonna let that happen because they want to. Oh, they can't go. But she wanted to have that happen. Should I let that happen still? Oh my god, I was gonna have them sneak off into the bathroom, but there's her sister and Zafira here in the bathroom with them while, oh my god, how do you even explain this? How do you even, why are they just here chatting while this is happening? This is so awful. This is not secretive or sneaky at all. That's so embarrassing. Malai, just go chat here. Leave them alone. That's awful. Especially Zafira seeing that. I mean, anyone seeing that, but Zafira? So now I think that it would be kind of good to just send him home, and honestly just send everyone home. The party ended ages ago, so let's send everyone home. The house is still so full, and we have a toddler, we have a lot of old people at the party, grandma's even going to sleep, so we just kind of have to send everyone away. But before going to sleep, Ariya has a lot of cleaning up to do. Everyone in the household is asleep already, but she wants to help out and everything, and she's feeling so inspired that I think I might actually have her go write some more of her book now that she's definitely moving on. So I'm gonna let her write this and hopefully finish it. And if you want to see if she maybe sees Ben next time again, because that just kind of happened all of a sudden. She just got this whole new life in this episode and she seems so much happier and she's meeting people again. I think that the relationship with Vanessa really just kind of closed her in and she even stopped going out and meeting people as much, and now she's just feeling so refreshed. But if you want to see if she gets together with Ben again and if she finds out what happened with Vanessa actually, because we haven't really gotten to the bottom of that, you can click right here for the next episode, and if the next episode is not out yet, here is something to watch while we wait. See you there!